Tasters, welcome to another episode of Tastiness, where I review Weight Watcher friendly recipes. I give them a taste and let you know if you should make them or not. And today, Tasters, we're doing something a little different. I recently recorded a tasting of a grilled cheese turned up that was inspired by me seeing advertisements for a grilled cheese festival on Facebook. And they said the tickets were sold out. I said, you know what, Taste It. I came across this recipe actually on the Weight Watchers Instagram page, and I said, you know what, who needs that sold out grilled cheese festival? I can make my exotic grilled cheese here at my house. So that's what I did, Tasters. But guess what? As technology would have it, the video did not have any sound, so I was not able to share with you my initial response from this grilled cheese turned up that I found on the WW Instagram page. It was too good, Tasters, and it was something that I just knew that you all would love, and I had to share. So guess what? I'm just going to be doing a demonstration tonight. It's not a tasting, it's a demonstration because I've already had it before, but it was just so delicious. I said I'm going to make it again and show my tasters this different way of having a grilled cheese. So let me tell you all about what's going to go in this turned up grilled cheese taster. You know I love the Nature's Valley Keto Friendly bread. It's just 40 calories a slice and 2 points for 2 slices. So that's what I'll be having. The recipe says use some shallots, but you know what? They ain't have any shallots in my grocery store, but I got some onions, and they worked very well the first time, so I'm sure it's going to be good this evening as well. 2 tablespoons of onion. And what I did was I kind of sauteed it, so to kind of take out that pungent taste. The recipe says to use raw shallots, but I sauteed my onions. 2 tablespoons. 2 teaspoons of a grainy mustard, it says, so I used the spicy brown mustard. And let me tell you what I did with my cheese. I'm using 1/4 cup of fat free cheddar cheese, but I learned from Felicia Fitness Health that if you wash the cheese, it helps it to melt better. And I said, you know what, I gotta do that, because guess what? It's a grilled cheese and we want the cheese melted, don't we, Taste It? So it worked out fine the first time. I'm sure it's gonna work out well tonight. Then I have some whipped cream cheese. It says to use 2 tablespoons of whipped cream cheese, but let me tell you about my cream cheese, Taste It. So I did not have whipped cream cheese, but I did have Philadelphia plain reduced fat cream cheese. So what I did was I took 2 tablespoons of that and I whisked it together with 1 tablespoon of unsweetened almond milk, and voila, we have whipped cream cheese. So that's a little hack if you happen to have some cream cheese and the recipe calls for some whipped cream cheese. Guess what? You can make it yourself. All you need is a little milk. And lastly, the recipe calls for a tablespoon of minced diced dill pickles. It says unsweetened dill pickles. So these are the ingredients that we will be having, or I'll be having, in this turned up grilled cheese that I'm just demonstrating for you. Because like I said, I've already tasted it. Unfortunately, the volume did not come out well on that video, so I just had to record it again because I knew you all did not want to miss this recipe. I got it from the WW Instagram page. And the personal points for my grilled cheese is going to be 6 points. It's 2 points for the bread, 3 points for the cream cheese, and then 1 point for the cheese. Everything else will be 0 points. Let's get started, Tasters. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mix all of our ingredients together except for the cheese. This is what our mixture looks like, Tasters. In here we have the sauteed onion, the cream cheese, the spicy brown mustard, and the dill pickle. So the recipe says to spread half of our mixture on one half of the bread, and then we're gonna put the cheese on the other half. We have our mixture on one half, and then we're gonna put our fat-free cheese that I've rinsed off so it will melt well on the other half. This is what it looks like, tasters, before we put it together. And it says to top the two pieces together, and then it says to put the cheese side down in the skillet and cook it for 2 to 3 minutes on each side. So I'm gonna put a little cooking spray in my skillet and get it to cooking so we can have this grilled cheese turned up, tasters. I'm sure it's going to be just as good this time. Put our eye on medium heat, let it warm up a little bit, and then we'll put our grilled cheese. We're ready to pop it in, tasters. Cheese side down. 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Look at this, tasters. It already looks delicious on one side. We're gonna cook it for 2 to 3 minutes on the other side. Tasters, what's up? Yes! Grilled cheese turned up. It looks like it's gonna be just as delicious as it was the first time around. Let's slice it up and give it a taste. Ooey gooey, ooey gooey. Look at that cheese, tasters. Look at that cheese. Melted to perfection. Melted to perfection. Let's give it a taste. Just as good as it was first time around, tasters. Just as good as it was first time around. Delicious, delicious, delicious. I'm glad I decided to share with you again. That was delicious, tasters. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Just as good as it was the first time. You know I gotta leave you with a tip. And this week's topic in our WW meetings, we've been talking about activity and how that helps our weight loss journey, and the fact that activity can be any type of movement. That's right, tasters. Any type of movement. And I thought about that. I said, you know what? That's something that has helped me over the years. Not necessarily being focused on activity being some type of strenuous workout where I have to go to Pure Bar, or I have to go to CrossFit, or I have to go to OTF. You know all those new fancy gyms that people are going to these days. Guess what, tasters? You ain't gotta do all that. You ain't gotta do all that. And guess what? I've learned that over the years, and that's what has helped me. I get activities in any way possible. I take walks with friends. I have a walking talk. I get steps walking around the house, looking on social media. Any way to get activity in. Generally, I like to do things that take my mind off it. So I'm not thinking about it as, oh, I've got to go work out. This is a task, another task I've got to do in order to maintain my weight loss and stay fit and all of that. It's just become second nature to just move whenever I can. If I'm standing in the line somewhere or waiting to get an oil change or do this or that, always trying to get in steps and just get some type of movement in. Guess what, tasters? That goes a long way in our fitness journey. So I would say that is something that has really helped me over the years. Getting in activity any way possible, not necessarily through workouts. That's our tasty tip for today. Have an amazing week, tasters.